Welcome back to the Jungle Gardeners. All right, so today I'm going to do a quick update on what's going on in the garden, and this is an official announcement that we have officially listed our home, and it's surrounding 1 acre garden slash nature preserve slash food forest. We've listed them for sale officially, so if anybody has been watching these videos and thinking that looks great, I'd love to live in a solar powered house with a sustainable food forest with pineapples everywhere, now's your chance. So if you head over to my Facebook page, the Facebook page for The Pessimistic Gardener, you will see the listing for the house. So feel free to peruse. So today will be part a tour of the yard that you could potentially have, and part an update about what's going on in the middle of November in Southwest Florida. So we're way behind in our veggie season from where we should be, way behind. And that's because it was record heat until we had Hurricane Milton. Up until then, it was record heat. So all the seedlings I kept dying just from the heat and the humidity that should not have been there at that time of year. And then we had the 2 storms, which killed any seedlings that had survived the heat. So I've been back to the drawing board, starting some more, planting the few seedlings that did survive all that. And so very far behind where we should usually be. We should be harvesting lettuce, kale, tomatoes, peppers, maybe not so much peppers, but the others at this time of year, and no such luck. So anyway, it's dry and crunchy. We haven't really had any decent rainfall since Milton, so it's been about a month since we've had anything substantial. So it's crunchy out. It's very crunchy. That's why we don't have a lawn, because if we had a lawn and we don't irrigate, it would be very brown right now. So instead we just have mulch. Also the mulch is, I don't have to mow it. So for starters, we've got our roses going crazy. Our Florida cracker rose, or whatever it is that my mom gave me, going crazy. Pineapples, pineappling. Got a few cucurbits in this bed. They're alive. Then in this bed over here, I've got some brassicas, Chinese cabbage, and bok choy. And these purple broccoli plants that have been in the garden for a year now, they have yet to flower, but they're still alive. They survived the summer. They are true survivors. We have a Cherokee bean vining up here. We have here bananas to harvest today. The whole plant split just in time for the fruits to ripen, so that's good. We're lucky this one didn't get bowled over by the storms and was able to ripen, so that's good. I won't have to go buy bananas again. We were hoping to be where we would never have to buy bananas at the store again, and we were almost there until the storm took out like 3 or 4 of our fruiting bananas, maybe 5 that were fruiting or about to. So we have been buying buying bananas at the store for the past almost 2 months. But anyway, now we'll get a little break. That should do us good for maybe 2 months worth of bananas right there. So that's good. And then this guy shouldn't be too far behind for fruiting. All right, over here, Scotch bonnet peppers, putting on peppers. Those will be great to make some peas and rice, or rice and peas, depending on how you say it. The avocado just had its, oh no, there is one more fruit I can grab off there. Okay. Anyway, it did still have a lot of fruits on it in the last 2 weeks, but by this time of the season, A, we're kind of tired of avocados, and B, the wildlife gets to them. So we'll find them all the way on the other side of the yard, carried off by a raccoon or squirrel, I don't know who. Somebody gets them, takes one bite, and throws it on the ground, doesn't eat the rest. Pretty rude. Papayas are papaying. Over here, another bed that is ready for more plants. The seedlings didn't make it. Some bok choy. I've got some cherry tomato Everglades cherries and some beans. I didn't harvest that guy soon enough so I can use it for dried beans, but that's the Thai soldier bean. Anyway, that's our best bean here. That's one that's good for harvesting and eating. It's like a really big green bean. So there's that guy. Going through our jungle. Pineapples, pineappling. Got a few roselles this year. It's not a great year for roselles. We've got our first seminal pumpkin of the season, and this vine is over a year old. It's left over from last year. I didn't plant it this year. And back here, something that surprised me. We've got a really gigantic pineapple, bigger than the ones you see at the store. Should be ripe soon. That's exciting to have a wintertime pineapple. More papayas here. This bed here has been taken over by sweet potatoes that volunteered. and said, we're going to take over. And I said, all right, this is a sweet potato bed then. I've also got some eggplant and tomatillos and jicama planted in there, and a bean plant, a couple bean plants, but mostly the sweet potatoes are winning. They are winning the war. And these bananas, or plantains I think these ones are, this one got broken by a tropical storm, or Hurricane Helene, which was a tropical storm down here. I haven't had the heart to cut it down. I'm hoping those fruits will still ripen. We'll see. What else do we have going on over here? That's about it for over here. This is a native plant. This is marlberry, and it's looking beautiful. Has a wonderful scent. This is its time to bloom and be gorgeous. Some pepper plants that I got from a lovely person on Facebook because my seedlings had all tanked and I was way behind, so she gave me some pepper plants and they're actually doing great. She didn't remember the variety, but that's okay. If it's free, it's for me, and I'm very thankful that she provided those for free. And these are my tomatoes and one bell pepper plant that survived everything. Planting area. You can see here's our transplants that we had to restart that are way behind. They are taking their sweet time. I have just a few more bok choys that I can plant. Some peppers and tomatoes over here that I can start planting out soon. This coconut has a couple coconuts on it. The loquat tree is blooming. This is our shed. So if you buy the house, you get this shed with it. It won't be messy. We're going to obviously clean all that out, but that's our shed. It's big. It's full of stuff. Black pepper plants. Propagation station. Banana. Our little kale seedling bed. Lots of little seedlings I can pull up and transplant to other beds. Our 2 compost bays are full right now from storm debris. Some cardboard on top. This is a volunteer papaya that's kind of competing with our mango, but it's full of fruits, so who cares? This is one of our mango trees that is not, it's a freeloader. It doesn't fruit for us, but I've covered it in orchids, so there's one orchid. There's another orchid blooming. And this guy, the night-scented orchid, that at night fills the yard with a beautiful scent. Oh my gosh, there's another pineapple I didn't know about. Poor guy, you should probably get some water. It is so dry and crunchy out here, guys. So dry. Send us some rain, okay? Send us some rain. No hurricanes, but some rain. All right? We wouldn't mind that. Here's our little woodland trail with all the ferns. This is where we got some storm damage. It's dry and crunchy out. Wildlife pond, looking good. No algae growth. All those plants are keeping the algae from growing. Another mango that got toppled by the storm that I haven't had the heart to chop down because I have some hope that maybe the bananas will make it. And our monsteras are fruiting like crazy this year. This particular plant's going to have 4 fruits. I've got 2 other plants that are also fruiting this year. So whoever buys the house will get to try monstera fruits in July/August time frame. And those things cost like $12-15 if you can find a store that sells them a piece. So that's pretty cool. And up here we have our prized coconut palm. It's just got, looks like 2 mature coconuts left on it and then setting lots of babies. I can take that ladder down now, and the funny thing about that ladder, if you guys saw that video where I used it, as soon as I put it up, we haven't had to use it to harvest any coconuts because now that I did that, it's just actually for the first time ever dropping coconuts for me, so I don't have to get them. So I got a whole pile of coconuts here that it dropped on the ground that I'll be able to use. So anyway, that's pretty cool. Lots of coconuts, but of course I purchased that ladder for no reason. So what to do with it now? There's another pineappling. This bed only has 1 plant that survived so far, a kale plant. I put ashes down. I'll wash the ashes in later when I water the plants. Another bed with just a few brassicas in it. Chinese cabbages, pak choi, bok choy, and a yod pha plant. And then my tomato trellis here, full of tomatoes that a kind person on Facebook gave me her plants. And that is really awesome. So I've got tomato plants growing, really exciting. No tomatoes yet, because again, it's been too hot. Until we get down to like below 70 degrees at night or 70% humidity, something like that. Tomatoes in Florida don't set fruit. So last night we were in the 60s, and the night before we got down to 57, which was beautiful. So as long as the temperatures stay below 70 at night, we'll actually start setting some fruit. Looks like it's finally trying. About time. Cucumbers this year, once again, are just losing to the lepidopterans. I've been coming out every day and pulling them off. There's another. Let's see if I can get this thing to focus. Hold on. Can I get this thing to focus? Well, you're just going to have to... There it is. See? Another caterpillar to pull off today. Oh, it fell. Anyway, bean plants, more banana fruits. So, as you guys can see, lots of fruiting plants in this yard, lots of places to grow things. If you want a food forest that's solar powered in Southwest Florida, you don't mind the heat and humidity and the hurricanes, you know, give it a look. Check out my Pessimistic Gardener Facebook page, click on the link to see the house, and let me know if you want to make a deal. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy your gardening.